Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Parang Mehta. If you delivered a baby by caesarean section some years ago, can you have a normal delivery now, or is another caesarean essential? Once upon a time we used to say, once a caesarean, always a caesarean. But those were dangerous days when there was a very high incidence of rupture of the old scar and the uterus would rupture. Modern caesareans are done in a much safer way, and currently the chances of the uterus rupturing during normal delivery are less than 1%. So it is safe. But should you go for a normal delivery? A normal delivery is, well, normal. You are up on your feet much quicker. You are able to care for yourself and baby much better. You don't have to go through post-operative pain, recovery, dressings. The costs are much low. If you are planning for a large family, normal deliveries are the way to go. And of course, you feel happy about having delivered your baby on your own. It's worth trying. The success rate of normal delivery after a caesarean section is 60 to 90%. That's right, almost everyone can do it. But it does not happen on its own. It requires planning and some precautions. So here's the plan. Step 1. Talk to your doctor in advance. Most doctors will be happy to let you try for a normal delivery. Well, unless you are in the USA. Step 2. Choose a good hospital. There should be round-the-clock monitoring of both mother and baby, and the hospital should have the capability of taking up an emergency caesarean at a moment's notice. Choose a hospital on this criterion only, not for location, not for convenience, not for any other reason. Normal delivery after caesarean has very small risks, but the risks are real. What increases your chances of success? Why was this first Caesar done? That's important. If it was done for a reason that happened then and does not exist now, you are that much ahead of the game. For example, if the placenta was low-lying, the baby was upside down, what we call a breech presentation, there was some maternal illness or complication that is now controlled. If the baby was very large, if there were some congenital anomalies, all these reasons don't exist now and you can go ahead with a normal delivery. Other things that favor a normal delivery are a single baby, a normal birth canal. If you go into labor spontaneously rather than induced labor, then the chances of success are much higher. When would you not try for a normal delivery? When would a doctor say no? If the maternal age is over 35, most doctors will not be comfortable. If it's a multiple pregnancy, twins or triplets, if it's a very large baby, more than 4 kilograms, if sonography has shown major congenital malformations, if the birth canal is narrow, if there have been operations on the uterus in the past, for example for fibroids or any other reasons, usually you would not go for a normal delivery after this. When you are in hospital with a trial of labor, you will be monitored carefully. If there are any signs of impending rupture of the uterus, if there is prolonged labor, there is failure of progress, there is fetal distress, any maternal complications, then the trial of labor will be stopped and surgery will be done. Rupture of the uterus is the most dangerous complication. As I said, it occurs in less than 1% of people, but when it happens, it's dangerous. It poses a risk to the life of both the baby and the mother. In this situation, emergency surgery has to be done to save 2 lives. So remember the advantages of a normal baby delivery. You are up on your feet quickly. You are able to care for yourself. You don't have post-operative pain and other problems. Costs are lower. If you are planning for a larger family, normal deliveries are good. But don't forget the risks of a normal delivery after a caesarean section. Choose your hospital carefully. Talk to your doctor in advance. Plan everything well. Good luck.